We are on the verge of finally getting this team into the playoffs for the first time in this series. It's been 3 seasons. We're now 9-7 going into our final game against a cold opponent, the 4-12 Seattle Seahawks. And it would take something pretty bad for us to miss the playoffs. Nothing bad ever happens to this NFL franchise, so what's the worst that could happen? Things are really easy as long as we win, because then we're going to be a playoff team guaranteed. But if we lose, we don't have a tie-breaking win against the Cardinals. They got that. So if San Francisco ends up winning that division instead, and we have to win a tie against the Cardinals and the Eagles and maybe some other team, that is kind of the only way I see us missing. There isn't a lot of value from scoreboard watching in this game because we play at noon, so nothing else is going to be done. But hey, as long as we win, we are in. I like when it's simple like that. So we're taking on a Seahawks team today that is ranked 28th in points per game, 29th in rushing yards, 32nd in points allowed. We have no business losing to this team, which is precisely why I'm worried it could happen. Trying to get this offensive line's fatigue up, and at the same time, we have been successful in getting Dalvin Cook's fatigue up. It's actually the backups that are a little bit more fatigued at the moment, but hey, someone's got to carry the rock in practice. We'll do some upgrading here. We'll start with Tracy Hines, and nothing is appearing on the screen right now. But Tracy Hines hasn't played a ton this year, just 195 snaps, a lot of those likely coming in the preseason. For sure a player that I want to be part of our future plans, but Lewis Seen is not going to be benched for him, and neither is Harrison Smith. If it were easier to run some 3 safety stuff, I think it would actually be quite interesting. And there are some sub packages where you can do that. I just haven't really explored. One thing I've done for a long time in these franchises is completely take over like the offensive playbook and change up all sorts of things, but defensively I've never really been that deep into manipulating things, and it might be something to think about doing going forward. I know, like in the Giants series last time out, I just loved the scheme. There was nothing I wanted to change about it, but I think there are plenty of things we could do with this team, and for sure, like, it would be a lot nicer to get a guy like Hines on the field, and if we do build up a nice lead today, let's get him out there. But ultimately, the rookies as a whole, I mean, Hudick obviously just got his developments revealed, and J.D. McGraw as well. We have 3 more hitting guys, though, on defense that aren't even close to hitting. And I totally forgot about Khalil Offord, although there was going to be no, like, rushing him onto the field. He's a long-term project, and he probably loses his development at the end of the year, but it at least helps his rookie season. But this is it. Seattle and Minnesota. A team the Vikings haven't had a ton of overall success against in the last couple decades. DK Metcalf, Jamal Adams, Tyler Lockett, Noah Fant. You do have some star names on this team. McCole Hardman. They are quarterbacked now by Alex Beckett, who I believe was Rookie of the Year. So they have a good quarterback. They have some weapons. That's not the issue here. The issue is the lack of a defense. I think this team can put up plenty of points. I don't think that's a problem. Defensively, if you look for players who have developed, it's tough. Jordan Brooks, 86 overall. Okay, he's an off-ball linebacker. What does that really do for a defense when that's all you have? Like, having a good linebacker, it's like having a really good 5'9" receiver that can get open downfield. That guy doesn't matter if other pieces around him aren't also good. In the secondary now, they don't really have a whole lot going here either outside of Jamal Adams, and I'm already predicting Jamal Adams will be forcing a fumble at some point in this game. One last game to get through. Win and in. It's as easy as that, especially when you have a guy like Justin Jefferson. He can make a lot of things pretty easy. But we'll see how it goes. I never get too confident in this team, be it real life, be it Madden. I'm always just trying to brace for impact. But Richard Hudick has had some good games here down the stretch and now gets easiest matchup of the year, you'd have to think. And that pass is caught. Irv Smith gets across the 35 with a gain of 14. They fake it on first down, and Hudick dumps it outside. Justin Jefferson there for his first catch. Getting things going in the air. Again, we head to the air, essentially a three-man rush, and there's T. Higgins on the catch. Oh, a fumble! Oh no, Seattle's got it. Well, I was counting on one fumble today. We got it. Yeah, that was Jamal Adams, by the way. Well, sure love having a prediction come true. 1st and 10, Seattle. And Alex Beckett will dump it underneath for a short pickup. I do wonder, they could have a pretty big game on offense, just given all the playmakers. I am worried about that. They do get the short field here, running with Kenneth Walker on 2nd down, not much. Brings up 3rd down. Got to get off the press. They got DK Metcalf there, top of the screen. Beckett, time to throw. Outside, got him. 1st down to Kenneth Walker. I think for sure more interior pass rush is going to be a focus in the offseason. Maybe a power-oriented rusher there as Walker will dive ahead for a couple yards. And they decide, forget that, we're going to go to a spread formation on 2nd down. Beckett complete to Noah Fant. They go after Brian Asamoah. And that brings up 3rd down. Lockett bottom, DK top. Beckett with time. Complete again. And they get Kenneth Walker. So they're picking on us underneath here. 2 catches already for Walker. As they'll run it into Harrison Phillips. And there's an injury. Well, we're all over the running game. That looks good so far. But how about getting some pressure on Beckett here on 3rd down? End the drive right now. 4 on the rush. They can't get close. Beckett to the end zone. Knocked away by Harrison Smith. I can't believe how overpowered they've made the hit sticks in this game. As the pass is broken up. Just avoid Jamal Adams, please. I feel like, we're in this position because then it makes the big hitters and ultimate team matter. And they balance a lot of things around these short 25-minute games. Hudick running this one across the 40. That's a 23-yard run. That was pretty cool. But yeah, hit sticks are a problem, and they've been really powerful ever since X Factors especially became a thing. Off the fake on 1st down. Hudick scrambling again. Broke a tackle. 1st down. He's running in slow motion, and they can't close. 23 and then 20. How do they not catch him on this play? He has 78 speed. If he can do this, I want to know what Dalvin Cook does. I get it's mostly defensive linemen chasing him, but still. 3 receivers on the field and still not running the ball on 2nd down. Stop running around, Richard! He is sacked for a massive loss. So we have Justin Tucker. I'm not worried about improving our field goal positioning, but here is 3rd down and 20. Hudick on the move. He forgot how to throw. They aren't taking this attempt seriously. 59-yard attempt for the greatest in the world, and Tucker drills it from 59. And let's try this again defensively. Did a really good job against their offensive line in the running game, but doing nothing against the pass. DK Metcalf makes the catch, gain of 24. It is first down for Alex Beckett. It's out quickly. Cut by Noah Fant for a first down. Running again, Kenneth Walker. Nowhere for him to go on the carry. 5 rushes now for 3 yards. And I guess Noah Fant's a superstar now in here, so he's someone to watch out for as they'll dump it again. Kenneth Walker is taken out of bounds. Good play. But now it is third down and 8. Beckett under pressure. Sideline and nobody home. Finally, some heat on the quarterback does this defense some good. And they'll bring out the field goal team now. This is a 55-yarder. Zane Gonzalez kicks it, and it's no good. He missed it wide left. Vikes take over at the 45-yard line. And run it here. Dalvin bottled up on his first carry of the bowl game. To the air on second down, and Hudick is off the mark. Definitely had an open receiver there. And it sets up third down and 9. They'll send 4 at him. Hudick from the pocket is off the mark again. His last 3 throws have all been misses. What the heck was that? This is a pretty good punt, though. Come on! What kind of a roll is that? What a weird game. Everything is so weird. Kenneth Walker. He gets 3. Beckett on second down. To the outside again. Caught by Noah Fant. It's a first. 4-man rush. Doesn't get there. Pass is caught, I believe. And that's Tyler Lockett. Second and 10. Floating outside. They're just destroying us outside the numbers. Want to mess with the depth chart quick because one of our busts as a signing has been Fletcher Cox. And we might be better off just keeping Daron Payne on the field more. Like, Robinson's already out there. Not much is happening. We have Sweat out there. We have Danielle Hunter. Third and maybe an inch. And it's Walker up the middle for a first down. So we're not dominating this game as you might have expected. Not whatsoever. Beckett throws it outside again for Noah Fant. Showing blitz on first down as they'll bring a man in motion. Walker, Payne is there. He's losing a bunch on this play and is back under a yard per carry. Committed to it though, and Walker finds an opening. And that is a gain of 9 to set up third down. Already 9 carries for Kenneth Walker. But back to the air they'll go now. 3rd and 4. Beckett kept clean with 8 in coverage. This is a lot of time. Now it's running out, and Beckett throws it away. What a play by this secondary. We got 8 in coverage. You hope it can last a while, but I guess nothing. Well, no, it could have. I don't know. How do you miss an open DK Metcalf? Pretty ugly game so far with 3 field goals. And a Dalvin Cook run that goes nowhere on first down and right into Jordan Brooks. Looking for a conversion on third down as the pass is out and broken up for Jefferson. And the Vikings got a kick again. The offense not giving us much to be excited about as Daron Payne does pick up the sack. And they stall at their own 19. Short punt by Dixon. And quickly, the Vikings may have a chance here. 3rd and 9. We do get 11. So let's jump in with the offense now in plus territory. Looking for that first touchdown. At the Seattle 43. Looking to set up a screen here. Out for Dalvin Cook, and they're all over it. Nice play again, Jordan Brooks. On second down, we'll take the short option again. That's T. Higgins. 63 yards passing here for Richard Hudick. And on third down, perhaps looking Jefferson's way. There he is, first down Vikings. Fake it to Dalvin on first down. Jefferson with the catch. And breaking a couple tackles on his way to a gain of 7. Nothing big here for the offense, just 6-7 yards. And now facing second down. There's Irv Smith for the conversion. 7 more. And now we look to see if we can get that touchdown. Green Bay over Philadelphia, by the way, down below. As Hudick off balance, what are you doing? What was that? And what has this whole game been? Hudick has not played well at all. Second turnover for Minnesota, and now a run for Walker. We can use our timeouts to try and get this ball back, but don't use one after first down for some reason. Some breathing room now for Seattle. 45 seconds left to go. 4-man rush. Beckett knocked away by Dantzler. This game is just playing out so weird. Like, just the passing game looks so out of sync. 3rd and 5. Beckett in his own end zone. Oh, what a safety. You can't take that. Both quarterbacks are having really odd games. 34 seconds, a safety punt. 6-5. And not much of a return. It's just hard to get safety returns in here. The blocking is never there. But 26 seconds, 3 timeouts. I suppose we can make something happen. On first down, shake off some of the rust here. Dump it off to Jefferson. Timeout. Hudick to the air on second down. That one is cut by Hamler. I thought that was for somebody more shallow, and he just missed. But best pass of the day. And now he's made from 59. But how about 60? Here in the dome. Right down the middle it goes. It's good. Justin Tucker gives us a lead. So as expected, Vikings up 8-6 with no touchdowns whatsoever. Josh Ballard picks up a sack, so he and Payne both have one today. And we are across midfield again here in the third quarter. So can we take control of this game perhaps? This is the worst ranked scoring defense. Let's go put some points on them. Dalvin breaks the tackle and gets around 5. This is Hudick on second down. He gets it away complete to Irv Smith. A lot of play action here. Not getting Dalvin a whole lot of carries, but how about a catch with a gain of 8? Vikings on third down. Run it with Dalvin Cook inside the 15-yard line. His best. Jefferson in the backfield to start this play, and he makes the catch around the 7. I really wish there were more exciting plays here. There's just not a whole lot to work with here. Second down, Dalvin wrapped up again. Brooks making a lot of tackles. He is playing pretty well. That sets up third down. Everybody in tight for Minnesota. Still no touchdowns on the board. Hudick gonna run it. Redirecting. Why? Just go run it. Justin Tucker is out again. This is about to be the most disgusting football score. 11-6? It looks like an exciting baseball game. So it wasn't ever supposed to be this difficult. But it is the Vikings. 11-6 now. Beckett open. Noah Fant into Minnesota territory with that catch. Certainly, I mean, I'd say their offense has outplayed ours quite significantly. Especially passing. Intercepted. Never mind. Benjamin St-Juste. I don't know what it is about the offensive gameplay in this. Something is definitely off right now. But Vikings are winning. Hudick on second down, throws it across the middle to Hamler. And he gets about 6 yards there maybe. Third down now for Minnesota. Against the 4-man rush, it's Jefferson. First down to the 37 of Seattle. 52 seconds to play in the third. Hudick into traffic for a gain of 5 to T. Higgins. We gotta be able to throw it further than this. This game is so boring. This one has just been boring. Dalvin runs it. There's some excitement. 12-yard run for Cook. Now, is this a team that's going to create optimism going into the postseason? Absolutely not. Vikings stay on the ground. Block from crossing, but didn't really matter. I was looking downfield. I thought Cook had the edge. Second down, Minnesota. We try Cook now to the right. He's jogging. What is wrong with my game? It's so broken right now. He was jogging. Cook sprinting and not getting there. It's 4th and 1. What a strange roundabout way to end up with 14 points on the scoreboard. So at least it looks cleaner. Like, yeah, we got 2 touchdowns. It's fine, just having a rough game. Seattle trails by 8 as they take over. Beckett, why was he just running around there? Walker with a gain of 5. It's clear something's just kind of wrong with the game right now. And sometimes you play these games in Madden, NCAA, where things are just like players are out of sync. The passes, routes, and coverage just don't look quite right. Quarterbacks are doing weird stuff. Usually takes care of itself, but you have to deal with it while it's here. It's DK for a gain of 5. They toss this one out now, and that was a mess. Third down now for Seattle. They need 9. Beckett under pressure, incomplete. Coverage from Benjamin St. Juste, who is turning in a solid day. Now, would it be too much to ask for us to score 1 touchdown against the worst defense in the league? Like, I don't think that's asking a whole lot. Off the fake, it's caught by Irv Smith. A good start to the drive. Maybe a little more running is in order here for Minnesota. 3 tight ends on the field and more play action, because why not? Dalvin. He stays in bounds and gets about an extra 7. They hand it off to Dalvin Cook, and now he's running inside with a gain of 9. Things are opening up for Cook. With 6.5 to go in the game, Vikings over 100 rushing as a team, largely due to the running of Hudick earlier, and now Jefferson gets it and runs to midfield. To the air on first down. Hudick doesn't like it, so he rolls out and finds Jefferson. I've never seen so many 5 to 7 yard passes in my life. 7 for 45 to Jefferson. Chase Edmonds in the game, driving ahead. Good job falling forward as he spells Cook for just the 1 play. Third down now. Stay on the ground. They're too deep. No. Why are we throwing? I don't like it. Hudick. He's got it. First down, Vikings. 4 and change to go in the game. Play fake. Hudick sets his feet to the end zone. No way! We had a chance. How'd they jar that loose from Jefferson? I thought we finally had a play to be excited about. Hudick sacked. Seattle forcing a long third down. Hey, we're still in field goal range. Third down and 14. Cannot lose yards here, though. 4-man rush. Pass. Caught. First down. Quan Alexander. First appearance and showing of the game. And Hudick ends up throwing a really nice ball right over the head of Jordan Brooks. That was clean. That looks even better from the behind perspective. Minnesota, 3 and change left to go. Off the fake. Watch out, it's Jamal Adams. All I could think was, please, not a fumble. Oh, man. Last thing you want to see is your quarterback turn his back to the defense with a safety unblocked. 2nd down and 18. We're at least running a lot of clock here, and then we stop running clock with that play. But hey, it's a 51-yarder from here. Just run it for 2 yards. Or we can throw it. Give it to Cook. Or we give it to Hamler. And out comes Justin Tucker for what could be a ceiling field goal. 2 minutes away from a playoff berth, and Justin Tucker has given Minnesota a 2-score lead. We do have Tracy Hines in the game, along with Lewis Seen, so a lot more speed now at safety to protect against the deep ball, which they do not throw here with Beckett and haven't really attempted throughout this game. I do think there's just something up with the gameplay here today, and that's why we have what has been an objectively terrible game. 2nd down, Beckett doesn't know what to do, and now he sails it deep, and it's broken up on the play. Lewis Seen and St. Just were there. That brings up 3rd down and 4 for the Seahawks. Beckett rolls outside, gonna run for it now. Into the secondary to the 49. They head to the air on 3rd down. Beckett floats it, and it's intercepted. The Vikings have it. Noah Igbenogany will seal it, and that is going to bring the Minnesota Vikings into the NFC playoffs, likely as the 5 or 6 seed as well. So, not even just getting in with the 7 seed there. Minnesota gets the win. I wish it had been a better game, but at least in an ugly game, we found a way to be the better team today. And the defense, they weren't playing great the first couple drives, but I felt like afterwards they really stepped things up and didn't let Seattle take advantage of a bad day for our offense. So we ended up passing for 211 yards in this game, but I'm really shocked by Beckett's numbers because he began like 9 for 11, really efficient. What happened after that? It completely fell apart on him. He threw 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, really low completion percentage. Walker 50 yards, Cook had 70. Both started pretty slowly in this game. And then a weird stat line here. Jefferson 7 for 45. That's what running backs do. And then Jordan Brooks heard me say that it didn't matter. He didn't impact this defense because there wasn't enough good players. And he racked up 19 tackles and played really well. Now, a lot of it happened in simulating, but we did end up getting like 3 sacks in this game, which isn't like a great performance, but you know, I expect at least a few a game with how much we've invested into this D-line. So, at least we avoid the drama of like, uh-oh, what happens here in a tie-breaking scenario. We take care of business. We do get the win. We do capitalize here on the cold opponent. So what is the outcome? Everybody gets a nice 1,000 experience. And now let's simulate to the wild card round and find out who our opponent's going to be, and then check out all the stats and awards. Here we go. First playoff game of the series will be against the Arizona Cardinals. And that's a team that's already defeated us. And actually, it was one of the better games of the entire season. Just from a pure chaotic entertainment standpoint, that was the overtime game. A game that I titled something like, "This one's weird, buckle up." Because it was weird. There were 6 interceptions, 7 combined sacks. It was just chaos left and right. And now, we've got to beat this team if we want to move on. There is your playoff picture, and I think, that's respectable for us to be the top wild card team. We didn't just do everything here to be a 7 seed. We were the 5 seed in the NFC. We won double-digit games. Now, I still don't think that we're built for a long playoff run, but I do think here in the first round I like this matchup. If we win, there's a good chance we'd end up facing Green Bay unless there is another wild card upset. But Green Bay, Philadelphia, Dallas, those are the 3 teams here that I would not like us to match up against. I don't mind facing the Cardinals in round 1. I think that's a pretty even game. And in this one, we're going to have a breakout DB scenario, one last hurrah, discussing a playoff push for a veteran, and then talking about our first playoff game. So I'm predicting that is going to be, wrong menu here. I'm predicting that's going to be Harrison Smith saying that he's going to retire at the end of the year. I think he's the oldest player on the team. He is. It could also end up being Fletcher Cox, though, at 33. But I'm saying it is likely Harrison Smith, who is set up now for his final run with the Vikings. He's been a phenomenal player for them for over a decade. Drafted back in 2012 in the first round. Same draft, the Vikings took Matt Khalil. One of those picks was better than the other. And Harrison Smith has become an all-time great for the Vikings. And so our goal was to get this team into the playoffs, and we have done that. Jalen Hurts and Richard Hudick basically played 50-50 this year. And Hurts was an overall better passer. Hudick, of course, has 7 interceptions in those first 2 games, but only 3 in his final starts here down the stretch. And how many now have we seen him make here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a decent little sample here. He hasn't been super interception prone. And I just think he's played pretty good, but very inconsistent. Dalvin Cook just gets past 1,000 yards on the year. It was not a very efficient season for him, and a long of 21. I think we have to start thinking about the future at running back. Dalvin, I think, can still be good, but he didn't have the big plays this year. He's going to be regressing, and he continues to get older. So we're going to have to take that a little more seriously, I think, in the offseason. And then receiving, we got Jefferson and T. Higgins both to 1,000 yards this year. Quan Alexander over 700. I just think we have a really good complementary receiving core. A lot of archetypes there are checked off with these guys. I like having, Jefferson, who kind of does everything, and then Higgins, who is the big body guy who can also go downfield. Alexander works underneath, and Hamler is the pure speed guy. This is kind of the prototype for how you would set up a receiving core. Overall, I felt like we did a really good job pass blocking this year. We didn't have a lot of sacks given up by any one specific player, but where I think we are hurting is a little bit in the running game. I think we are more of a pass blocking line right now. And then defensively, Keyshawn Oldham, just a lot of tackles, really no sacks, no interceptions. Shows up mainly in the running game. I am a little concerned, though, that he and Brian Asamoah did even less in the passing game, but they combined for no interceptions, only 4 deflections. So there's still room to look, I think, at a cover player at linebacker. Harrison Smith, no interceptions, but at corner, we have Igbenogany with 4. I think he's been solid. Dantzler has been really good. He gets 6. Lewis Seen has 3. And then in the pass rush department, Danielle Hunter, Montez Sweat, double-digit sacks, but you worry about that interior. Where's the rush? We brought in Dion Robinson to work on that, and he played 300 snaps. Some of that could be preseason, but man, he should have been out there more. Like, he is our number 1 rush D tackle. We couldn't have been stuck in our base that long, but only 236 regular season snaps. To me, though, the defensive MVP has to be Cam Dantzler. 6 interceptions to go with 15 deflections. He's just not safe to target at all. And here's one of our MVPs for sure, Justin Tucker, who missed 1 field goal all season. And if I'm remembering correctly, it was in that Arizona game. So yes, we still have plenty of work to do with this team, but we took some steps and now we made it to the dance. We are in the playoffs. We have a chance. And we'll see what we can do with it. I like our first matchup. In terms of passing yards allowed, we have built a really good pass defense. And the run defense hasn't been that bad either. So the defense, they did their job. There's nothing to complain about, really. I want more interior pass rush, but we've been good by all accounts. Even in the sack department, we're number 3 in the NFL. And then we're going to be top 5 in interceptions. But one thing to keep in mind going into this game, we have turned the ball over a lot this year. And the Arizona Cardinals are the number 1 team in turnover differential. Turnovers were a problem in that overtime game, and they had their share of interceptions. But we certainly have to play much better to beat them and move on to the second round. So Dak Prescott is your league MVP this season. We'll check on his stats. Jay Gordon is Coach of the Year for the Atlanta Falcons. Cooper Kupp is Offensive Player of the Year. Eric Armstead on defense. Jason McLeod is your Rookie of the Year. And Richard Hudick ended up only finishing 8th behind a lot of non-quarterbacks, including Dre Walford, who played today, spelling Walker a couple times. Ty Patterson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. So no awards here going to our young players. Dak is best quarterback. Zeke is best running back because it's Madden and he has to be. Cooper Kupp is best receiver. Tyreek Wise, best O-lineman at 77 overall. That's a really good start to his career. Eric Armstead, best D-lineman. Leonard Floyd. Ty Patterson, 78 overall. Dantzler finishes in 3rd. I thought he had it, and that's a lie. Best kicker is Justin Tucker. And going through these AFC awards quick, we got Lamar, we got Max Crosby, Tyrone Hughes is Rookie of the Year. Greg Burris on defense. Lamar, Derrick Henry, Tyler Boyd, Joe Tooney, Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, Brandon Jones. A lot of lower overall players are having these standout seasons. So Aaron Rodgers was phenomenal this season for the number 1 seed Green Bay Packers, but Dak Prescott, he is the MVP. 46 touchdowns, 2 more than Rodgers, 1 more interception, and less yardage. So the touchdowns, I guess, were enough. Or is it because he's on the Cowboys? I don't know. Derrick Henry gets the rushing title, and he had this one locked up long ago, winning by over 400 yards. Only player to average over 100 yards a game on the ground. And then Amari Cooper, most yardage on the season. Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Boyd, Michael Gallup all follow. Want to get Jefferson a little bit higher, but that's not too bad. We just weren't that great of an offense. And then for sacks, 20 for Bosa, 18 for Crosby, and 5 interceptions here for safety Brandon Jones of the Ravens. And in the NFC, we had 17 sacks for Eric Armstead, 14 and a half. Jeffrey Simmons, now a Falcon. Brian Burns, Vita Vea, and 6 interceptions for 3 players. But Patterson won the tiebreaker when you'd think like deflections could be the tiebreaker, especially when it's 15-5 and 7. He had more than them combined. And then Justin Tucker wasn't the best kicker because they're just going by strictly percentage, it looks like. 13 of 13 versus 38 of 39. We'll have 3 players who will not play in this playoff game, and Andrew Booth is still not recovered from his shoulder injury. And Keith Boyce, I guess I didn't notice how long his injury was for. He's done for the year. He is completely done for the season. We're going to have to make a roster move or a signing. And then for Arizona, they are going to be without Darrell Williams, their center at 58 overall. That is awfully low. But with that, everybody, the stage is set. The Vikings have returned to the postseason. They will take on Arizona. What do you think this team is capable of? For me, those 3 teams I mentioned before, I don't like our chances against them. Against anybody else, though, and I think that, we have a chance in those games. I just think against Green Bay, it's like really slim. A lot of things have to go right for us to win. But against these other teams, I do think we have what it takes. And we'll find out if that's the case next time against Arizona. Playoff football coming your way in the Vikings franchise. Please leave a like if you enjoyed today's video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next episode soon when we see this team finally play their first playoff game. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.